Jesus is walking through towns teaching on his way to Jerusalem. He's not just passing time, he knows he's going to the cross soon. But he's still taking time to talk to people, heal folks, teach truth. And while he's walking, someone asks him this question. They say, "Lord, will only a few people be saved?" Like, "Hey, Jesus, is heaven going to be packed or kind of empty?" And Jesus doesn't say, "Yeah, only a few." He doesn't say, "Don't worry, everyone's getting in." Nah, instead he says this: "Strive to enter through the narrow door because many will try to enter and won't be able to." Luke 13, verse 24. That right there, that's real. Jesus is saying, look, don't worry about how many, worry about you. Don't try to guess who's in or out. Ask yourself, am I walking the right path? He said the door is narrow. Not wide, not comfy, not easy, narrow. You ever tried walking through a tight space? You gotta turn sideways, drop your bags, suck in your stomach a little. You can't walk in with all your stuff. That's what Jesus is saying. The door to life? It's not a wide open gate where anything goes. It's narrow. You can't walk through carrying pride, unforgiveness, selfishness, all that. You gotta leave some things behind. Then he goes even deeper. Jesus says many will try to enter and not be able to. And he paints this picture. People knocking on the door saying, "Lord, open up. We ate with you. We heard you teach." And he says, "I don't know you." Whoa, that's wild, right? These ain't people who hated Jesus. These are people who thought they were good. They heard his messages. Maybe they even followed him around. But they didn't know him. Not for real. You can go to church, sing the songs, say the right stuff, and still not know Jesus. It's not about how close you look. It's about how real your walk is. Then he says there's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth, like deep regret. People will see Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all the people of God in the kingdom, but they'll be outside, not because they weren't invited, but because they waited too long to get real. Jesus says people from the east, west, north, and south will come and sit at God's table. Translation? It's not about where you're from, it's about who you follow. And he ends with this: some who are last will be first, and some who are first will be last. God's kingdom flips the script. Now watch this. In verse 31, the Pharisees come up like, "Hey Jesus, Herod's trying to kill you. You should leave." And Jesus goes, "Tell that fox I'm not stopping." He says, "Today and tomorrow I'm driving out demons and healing people, and on the third day I'll reach my goal." Jesus ain't scared. He knows what's coming. He's focused. He's saying, I've got work to do, and nothing's stopping me. Then he looks at Jerusalem, his own people, and his heart breaks. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, how often I wanted to gather you like a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing. That's not anger. That's pain. That's love. Jesus is saying, I wanted you close. I was right here. I opened the door, but you didn't want me. Man, that hits. Because it's not just about them, it's about us. Jesus is still saying it today. The door is open, but it's narrow, and it won't stay open forever. So what do? We don't play around with our faith, we check ourselves. We stop living for the crowd and start living for Christ. We stop chasing what's easy and start following what's true, even if it's hard. Because the narrow way, it's not for perfect people, it's for real ones. So yeah, forget the crowd, walk the narrow, walk with Jesus. That door might be tight, but what's on the other side? Eternal life, peace, purpose, Him, and that's worth everything.